serving homeless soldier for two years. I was serving homeless soldier. Why? Because of one criminal cop. So then everybody ignored me, from the media to the government. So how do we create change? Either we start our own media or we go into government. And both are extremely important, and both ignored me. So I've started my own media, social media, and the only way to change anything is to go into government. So I'm going to go into government. Why? Because nobody should be a serving homeless soldier, especially for 2 years, because of one criminal cop, and everybody chose to ignore it. No matter how, where, what I did to ask for help, everybody ignored me. Absolutely everybody ignored me. I did get some help, but it was what somebody wanted to do for me, not what I needed. So it's time for change. How do we create change? Get into government. Chief Big Bear, Canadian Prairie War in the 1800s. He says, Chief Big Bear says, after his friends and family fought respectfully, honorably, for about, I think it was 70 years, Chief Big Bear realized the Queen would just keep sending more and bigger guns, and so the only way they could win was in court upholding the law, or in government writing the law. And his quote is we should not fight the Queen with guns, but we should fight her with her own laws. Because if they fight with guns, the Queen just keeps sending more and bigger guns. And so he says that we have to that we have to fight the Queen with her own laws. And what that means is that we have to uphold the law in court and write the law in government. So I'm becoming a lawyer because I shouldn't have to fight with Veterans Affairs for 6 years for any help, and I shouldn't, and the media shouldn't ignore something like that. So that's got to change, and the only way to create change is in government. So I'm going to become a lawyer to uphold the law in court, and I'm going to into government to write the law, because some of those laws for the media are out to lunch. So I shouldn't say that, but there needs to be change. So let's call it accountability, both in media and in government. And I'm getting chilly. Time to go for a walk. So if you can't run in politics, that's reasonable, because not everybody can. Somebody has to. I will. Some of my friends are. And but we need supporters. So right away here, one of my friends is running for town council, and I want to volunteer to help her, because we need good people in all levels of government: municipal, provincial, and federal. She's gone away for the weekend. They'll be back Monday, so I hope to meet with her during the week so that we can talk about me helping her run in the local current municipal election. And what else? We have to create the law, like Chief Big Bear said. They fought for 70 years before one man realized the only way to win, the only way to get what we want, is to go into politics. So now there's a larger problem with that is party leaders need to be held accountable. Party leaders should lead, but should not hold the reins, should not dictate what party members or how party members are voting. That's nonsense. Because then the party members aren't representing their people if they're made to made to vote for the party leader, or they get shit canned, which has happened several times in several provinces, which has made the news, and federally, provincially and federally. So now back to the topic of the individual. So let's pick on the PPC for a minute. Max says that it's up to the individual personal responsibility. So when it comes to mental health, I absolutely did everything I could, and I still couldn't get any help. So I've done my due diligence, like somebody with physical injuries calls 911, asks for help. I called everything. I called 911 and ambulances and groups and agencies and individuals and government and media, and I get people telling me that I haven't tried hard enough. So there's only one way to absolutely, let me rephrase that, I might say two ways. One is in media, which is what this video is for, and two is in government. So there you have it. Nobody should have to do what I did to try to get help, to be ignored. Because when somebody calls for 911, when somebody calls for help, they should get some help. And that's not happening in mental health, so things gotta change, and I'm gonna create that change. Anyway, have a good night. Like, comment, share, subscribe.